Hey everyone, Miss White here, and today I want to talk about how we read. You're probably wondering, Well, this year, you guys are going to become reading ninjas. That's right, reading ninjas. But reading ninjas have got to understand their reading voices. And so as that we're doing this, we have 3 different voices, really 2 different voices, and then a third one that kind of impacts us. So the first one is our reading voice. And what this does is it just reads words. Words, 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 words. So in a book, that might just sound like Mrs. Jules had a terribly nice face. She stood at the bottom of Wade's school and looked up. She was supposed to teach the class on the 13th story. The children on the 13th story were scared. They had never told anybody what had happened to Mrs. Gorf. They hadn't asked the teacher for 3 days. They were afraid. Okay, it just reads the words. It doesn't give feeling. It doesn't tell us what it means. It does nothing. It just reads words. But then we have this amazing second voice, and it's called the thinking voice. And the thinking voice tells us what it means. So we might use the reading voice. Words, words, words. Then we might interject with oh, I wonder. Or words, words, words. Ooh, I think this is going to happen next. Or words, words, words. How did they do that? Words, words, words. I didn't know that this could happen. Words, words, words. Okay? So that thinking voice helps us make the connections to the world, helps us predict what's going to happen. It helps us to understand what we're reading. If we're just using the reading voice, we won't understand it. We have to use our thinking voice. Now, occasionally, the distracting voice, which is like a third voice, can come into play. You know, we're reading along, and then it come across, oh yeah, okay, I'm wondering about this, or can we keep reading? Oh, that's just like when this happened to me at home, or we keep reading, and then this comes up. But then, I wonder what time lunch is. And then we get distracted. And we have to, oh wait, where was I? Okay, we're going to keep reading words, keep reading, keep reading, keep reading, keep reading. And then we come back and we go, oh, okay. That's talking about this, so that means this is going to happen next. Right? And then, oh, I'm so tired. I did not get a good night's sleep last night. Or, oh, that person over there is talking too loudly. I can't concentrate. Or, I really wish that we could just go play a game. Or whatever that distracting voice is that takes us away from our reading. Because reading is thinking. And thinking leads to inferring, which we're going to talk about later. But that reading voice, understanding that to our thinking voice is so important. So important. So let's take a look. Let me give you a quick example of what I'm talking about. Mrs. Jules had a terribly nice face. I bet that means she was, oops. Okay, let's go back. Let's do it again. Mrs. Jules had a terribly nice face. She stood at the bottom of Wayside School and looked up. She had a terribly nice face. To me, that means she was probably pretty. And she was standing at the bottom and looking up. So it must be like a tall. She outside the building? I think she's outside the building, maybe. Let's read and find out. She was supposed to teach the class on the 13th story. 13th story. That's like the 13th floor. Oh man, that's really high up. The children on the 13th story were scared. They had never told anyone what happened to Mrs. Gorf. They hadn't had a teacher for 3 days. They hadn't had a teacher for 3 days. Where was their principal? Where were the other adults? How was that supposed to happen? They were afraid of what the new teacher would be like. I wonder what I can't hold this. I wonder what their old teacher, oh, that was distracting voice, wasn't it? I can't hold the papers. Okay. I wonder what their old teacher was like if their new teacher is that crazy, if they're afraid of their new teacher. Like if their old one was that bad, what is going on with their new one? They had heard she'd be a terribly nice teacher. They had never had a nice teacher. They were terribly afraid of nice teachers. How sad. They're afraid of nice teachers? That's awful. How awful. We're going to stop there. But do you see how we can use our reading voice and our thinking voice in our reading? We're going to discuss more about that this year, but I just wanted to stop and show you how that works and how important it is that we as readers are also thinkers. It's critical to our reading skills. Critical. We don't do that, we won't improve our reading. Okay, you guys got this. Talk to you later. Bye.